Hi guys, new here. My name is Tina, and every Wednesday I sit down here to talk about true life stories. Today I'm going to be talking about a survival story, three survival stories, and let's get into today's story. On May 26, 2013, there was this man. His name is Harrison Okemi. He was working in a tugboat in the coast of Nigeria. He was working as a chef. In the early hours of the morning, heavy wave had actually caused the boat to capsize, and Harrison at that time was in the toilet when it happened. So he desperately had to look for a way out of there, and he ended up in the engineering's office. Water started filling up the room that he was in, but he was lucky enough that the water did not really, fill it up to the top. Probably we just listen to the sound of animals, or maybe the ship falling apart, the boat rather falling apart. I was there for like 3 days without food, without water. The third day, I think they sent some divers to the boat to go pick up maybe the bodies of the victims. We were really shocked to see Harrison Okene, that he was still alive. They had to carefully remove him from the boat, so they had to transport him to the surface. Once he was at the surface, he was taken to a decompressing chamber for like 2 days. He stayed there for 2 days. After surviving the whole boat incident, he actually continued working as a cook, but he said he's never going to stay on a boat ever again.
You're gonna follow Nico, okay?
On April 5th, 2015, there was this lady, her name is Victoria Cilliers. Cilliers went parachuting in England. She was already an experienced diver and she had made a lot of jumps. Unknown to her, her husband had actually sabotaged her parachute and her backup parachute before she jumped. As she jumped, she realized in the air that her parachute was faulty, and she tried to, put on the backup parachute, but it was also faulty. She fell 40 feet down and landed at 60 miles per hour on the ground. She was actually lucky because the field she landed on had been plowed that day, So it was actually a soft ground she landed on. She was seriously injured, but she survived. Her husband was actually a sergeant in the army, and he had signed off life insurance on her, and he was actually dating 2 women at that time. He had actually promised marriage, so his intention was to kill his wife and collect her insurance, her life insurance, and also get married to his mistress. He had previously left the gas in their kitchen on and went out. He felt maybe the wife would enter the kitchen and turn on the gas to explode the whole place. His wife had smelled the gas, and immediately she turned off the gas, saving herself and her kids. In 2018, Cilliers was found guilty. He was given life imprisonment, and he was to spend a minimum of 18 years. Do you like trying new things? Because I don't. 22-year-old Erin had taken a trip to Zambia. While in the safari, she decided to do bungee jumping. If you don't know what bungee jumping is, here's a video of what bungee jumping looks like. She had never done this before, and she was scared for obvious reasons. There's this line where you'd form, because there are lots of people there, lots of tourists there. But when it got to her turn, a guard came and helped her assume the position, checked everything on her, kept everything in check, and then launched her for her jump. Everything was going smoothly. It was just going normal until she was really close to the water, and the rope snapped, bringing her like 365 feet into the water. At first, she was under the water, her head and everything was like inside the water, her legs were out. She was just trying to struggle to remove the rope from her legs, so she had to swim out of the river to shore. People were already there. They had to rescue her and then took her to the hospital, but there were not really good services at Zambia, so they had to fly her down to South Africa. She had spent a total of 40 minutes in the water. While in South Africa, it was discovered that she had broken her collarbone. She had like few bruises on her arms. All the same, she was fine and she was alive.
But this jump is about to go horribly wrong.
Ragdoll. Oh! What?
As the cord snaps, Erin Langworth plunges the remainder of the 111-metre fall headfirst into the crocodile-infested Zambezi River.
It went black.
If you've not done this before, please don't forget to subscribe. If you like this video, please like it. We're going to live like 10 years more. Bye.